Welcome to Before We Get Older with Josie. I am glad you are here because today we are talking with Patrick, who is happy to chat about his life story. Patrick, when you are ready, please tell us what you would like us to know.
Hi Josie, thanks for letting me tell my story. I was married to Jean for 50 years. That's a long time to sit across from the same person at breakfast. Long enough to argue about how the dishwasher should be stacked. Long enough to stop arguing about it, and long enough to forget why you ever argued in the first place. Jean passed away a year ago. Cancer. The kind that doesn't ask permission. For months after, I didn't touch her things. Her side of the bed stayed just as it was, like she might come back, annoyed that I'd moved her pillow. I told myself it was grief. Truth was, I was scared. When you've been with someone that long, their absence feels louder than their presence ever did. Then one afternoon, while looking for a pair of socks she used to steal from me, I opened her nightstand. Inside was a small notebook. Plain cover, no lock. The sort of thing you'd overlook your whole life. I almost closed the drawer again, but something told me not to. The first page said, "If you're reading this, my love, I'm already gone. Please don't be cross, and make yourself a cup of tea before you continue." That irritated me immediately. Jean giving instructions from the afterlife. But I made the tea. Turns out the notebook wasn't a diary in the usual sense. It was more like confessions. Small truths she'd never told me. Some of them nearly knocked me over. For instance, she admitted she hated my singing. Absolutely despised it. Said she only let me sing in the car because it made me happy and kept me from commenting on her driving. She also confessed she'd once told her friends she was busy when she was actually hiding in the pantry eating chocolate so she wouldn't have to socialize. That made me laugh. Proper laugh. First one in months. But then I kept reading. Jean wrote about a man she'd loved before me. A man she nearly married. I had to sit down for that one. 50 years I thought I was her great love story. Turns out I was chapter 2. But then came the part that changed everything. She wrote, "I didn't choose you because you were perfect. I chose you because you made life feel safe enough for me to be imperfect." She said she married me because I noticed the quiet things, because I never tried to fix her sadness, only sat beside it. Because when she forgot herself, I remembered her. She also wrote that every marriage has secrets, but not all secrets are betrayals. Some are private acts of love, little sacrifices never meant to be noticed. Jean admitted she often let me win arguments I was wrong about. She said it cost her nothing and gave me dignity. She said love wasn't about keeping score, it was about keeping each other standing. By the time I reached the last page, my tea was cold and my hands were shaking. The final line read, "If you're hurting, remember this. Love doesn't end when a heart stops. It ends when we stop telling the truth about it." That notebook turned everything I thought I knew upside down, Josie. Not because Jean had secrets, but because I realized how much of love is invisible. The best parts don't announce themselves. They sit quietly in drawers, waiting to be found. So here's what I've learned after 50 years and one small notebook. Love isn't about knowing everything about someone. It's about trusting that what you don't know was still done with care. And if you're lucky, very lucky, you'll one day find proof that you were loved in ways you never even noticed. That's the kind of secret worth discovering, don't you think?
Oh, Patrick, what a wonderful, heartwarming story of your lovely wife, Jean. You should feel proud she had the foresight to write her thoughts down in a notebook for you would eventually find. One can tell she loved you, and she wanted you to know how special you were to her. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for listening. Some stories matter most when we tell them now. If you like this story and have a similar one, please leave a comment and subscribe. It really helps, and make sure you stick around for the next one. It's going to be a ripper.